Hey guys, welcome to Making Stuff with Aditi. Today we are going to make the Naruto headbands out of EVA foam. So let's get started. Materials I'm going to be using are some sandpaper, EVA foam, molding clay, cloth strip, half pearls, some contact cement, some ice cream sticks, a precision cutter and silver spray paint. Here you can see that I'm marking out the dimensions on the EVA foam. I'm using 4.5 centimeters as the breadth and the length is taken according to how much of your forehead you want it to cover. Here I'm cutting the foam to the right dimensions. Here's what they look like after cutting. Now to stick both of the parts together, I will be using contact cement to do that. I got some from my local hardware store. To stick them together, apply a light layer of contact cement on both of the pieces. Let them dry for a bit, then stick them together. Use gloves for this process as it can get a bit messy. If you are using EVA foam which is thicker than 1 cm, let's say half an inch or 1.5 centimeters, then you don't need to do this. After sticking both of the pieces, take the block that you have just made, draw the shape of the headband and the symbol of the shinobi clan that you want. Cut out your desired shape. After cutting, use some sandpaper or sanding cloth to round over and even out the edges. It should look something like this. Now to engrave the clan symbol onto the headband. Take a precision cutter and make shallow cuts along the clan symbol that you have drawn. Heat the foam up a little. It will open up the cuts and then form the foam according to your forehead. After which it will look something like this. Now we will be attaching the rivet type things at the end of the headband. You can use any small hemispherical thing that you have. I'll be using half pearls and will be attaching them using super glue. It will not be noticeable after you paint over it. To smooth over the seam, I'll be using molding clay. It comes in 2 parts. Take equal amount of both and mix it together well. Use water to smooth it over as much as you can. After applying the clay, please let it rest for an hour so that it can set. Then use some fine grit sandpaper to smooth over the edges. Now it's time for paint. Before painting it, clean it thoroughly to get rid of any sanding dust that has been left over. This foam project is pretty light, so please make sure to stick it down to a paper using masking tape before painting it. I am using metallic silver spray paint and I'll be coating the project twice. Here's the end result after 2 coats of paint. Now for my favorite part, the weathering. It helps your project look used and a bit rugged. It is a pretty simple process. Take some black or brown paint, mix it with a lot of water and apply it onto your project. Then clean most of it off using a wet rag or a napkin. What this does is that it leaves a bit of pigment on the low areas of your project and gives it a bit more depth and a used feel. Now let's make the headband actually wearable. Use the foam piece that you have got, stick it on a cloth strip. I'll be using contact cement for this purpose. Here's the finished piece. Thank you everybody for watching and meet you all next time.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.